Hi there. 2021 is on its way. So how do you set goals and how do you make sure you achieve them? I want to take you through in this very short video how to set those goals, how to make sure you achieve them by using the exact same process that I used in 2003, all those years ago, when I was like sad, lonely, depressed, addicted. I mean, really not in a good place. And when I looked at my, on a 10 out of 10, how well I was doing, I had a very, very low score. So this process is simply a series of questions. And what I'm going to do in this short video is I'm going to walk you through 14 questions, some of which are a review of 2020, some of which are going to be setting goals for 2021, and some of them are going to be questions that are going to make sure that we achieve those goals and make this your best year yet. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to speak the question out to you. I'm going to repeat it a couple of times. And then if you can just stop the video and take time to answer it, take as much time as you like. Obviously, you can do that in any way. You can write it out longhand, you can put bullet points, you can do what you like. So all you need in order to answer these 14 questions is your laptop, your phone, your piece of paper and a pen or whatever. So grab yourself a cup of tea or some water and get yourself the right equipment and let's take you through these 14 questions right now. So first question number 1. What were your biggest achievements in the year 2020? What were your biggest achievements last year in 2020? So stop the video and answer that first question. Question number 2. What were your magic moments? What were the magic moments of last year, of 2020? What were those moments that were magical for you in 2020? Stop the video. There you go. Third question. What roles did you play last year? What hats did you wear in 2020? Whether they were family hats, whether they were family roles like mom, dad, brother, sister, daughter, son, or whether they were the roles you played in the work that you do or in the community that you live in, or whether they were personal roles, wife, husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, or whether they were your own roles that you've made up, like, fitness guru, I don't know, whatever those roles were, what were the most significant roles you played in 2020? And name me a few roles, as many as you like, but at least 4 or 5. Question number 4. Looking back at the roles that you have just written, however many you've written, look at each one and very, very simply and very spontaneously say to yourself, on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 being, I did not fulfill that role well at all. It didn't go well. I didn't do it to my expectations in any way, shape or form. And 10 is, I believe I did the best I could do or be in that role. What number? So just put a number from 0 to 10, 0 being awful, 10 being great, against each role. Stop the video and just do that now. Question number 5. What were your biggest disappointments in 2020? What were your biggest disappointments in 2020? Some of us don't like to really look at what was disappointing, but when we review back, we can see how far we've come. What were your biggest disappointments in 2020? Stop the video and answer that question. Question number 6. What lessons did you learn in 2020? Oh my goodness me. I'm at the age now where I look back and I see the lessons that I have learned over the years. So what lessons did you learn last year in 2020? Question number 7. What most significant new roles do you want to play in 2021? What new roles do you want to play in 2021? My story going back to 2003 is that this was the moment when I'd reflected back on 2002, when I realized that what I wanted to play was a new significant role as a trainer and a new significant role as a wife. And I wasn't even in a relationship at the time, but I set that role, that goal, to have those two roles become real for me in the following year. So what new significant roles do you want to play in 2021? Question number 8. What are the top 3 goals for those roles? I know that's a funny way to say it. So giving you, for example, when I wanted to be married in that year that I told you about, it wasn't that was the role I wanted to play, but the goals were about me getting fit and healthy. The goals were about changing my thinking. The goals were about, how I would spend my time. So the goals will often be different than the roles you want to play. So that question 8, just checking that I'm on the right number here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes, take question number 8. What are the top 3 goals that you want to set for the roles that you want to play, the significant roles you want to play in 2021? And you might, if you say you've got 3, say you've got 2 or 3, I wouldn't have any more than 2 or 3, maximum 3 significant roles, and therefore don't have more than 2 or 3 significant goals either. Great. So question number 9. And what are your overall 5 goals for 2021? So look at your, the whole of your life. Look at all the things that we look at and we go, on a scale of 0 to 10, is this your social life? Is this your, your family, your home, your business, your finances, your health, your fitness, your thinking, your mental state, your emotional state, your intimate relationship, your family relationships? Or is it your purpose, your job, all of those things? Think of those and think about, what are your top 5 overall goals for 2021? I wouldn't have more than 5, and maybe some of those 5 might even be very, very similar to the goals that you're setting for these new roles that you want to play. Question number 10. Why are you absolutely committed to these goals? Now, they say that we have to have a big enough reason. We have to have a big enough why. Otherwise, things just get left. I mean, let me tell you the truth. I've set goals in the past, but if they've not got a big enough reason, and by the way, if I haven't kept them in my vision, if I haven't kept them in front of me, they just haven't happened. And what I learned back in 2003, and what I've consistently got dedicated to achieve, is that I make sure that I have a good reason to do this. It's not just I'd like to do something. It would be quite a nice to have something. No. This has got to be, why are you so committed to these goals? Why are you absolutely committed to these goals? Question number 10. Question number 11. How can you be absolutely certain that you will achieve these goals? Different question than why are you absolutely committed. The why is why, what's the reason? This is, how can you be absolutely certain? What is it that has to happen for you to be certain of achieving these goals? Question 12. The question is, who could you add to your peer group to help you achieve these goals? Now, some of you may be very familiar with the phrase peer group. This means who do you have around you? Who do you have around you that will actually assist you to achieve the goals? You might actually ask yourself as well, who do I want to spend less time with? Who actually affects me negatively so I don't achieve my goals? But who could you add to your circle of friends or family? Who could you follow on social media that actually stimulates and motivates you to achieve these goals? So who could you add to your peer group? Who could you involve is another way of asking that question, so that you achieve these goals in 2021 and it becomes your best year yet. Question 13. What daily rituals are you going to commit to? Now, if this is something that you're familiar with, again, you may have a daily ritual, and I would be asking you, what do you need to change within your daily ritual in order for you to achieve these goals in 2021? But actually, if you don't have a daily ritual, it could start off really, really simply. It could be something that's just, like I commit to getting up at a certain time. Or I'm going to have the ritual of always drinking some water when I get up in the morning, or I'm going to stretch, or I'm going to. So it's, what do you do religiously, actually? What do you do as a ritual each and every day that's going to affect these goals really positively? And question number 14, what do you need to stop doing? Oh yes, we all know, don't we, deep, deep down, what it is that we need to stop doing in order to reach high and achieve the kind of goals we want to achieve in 2021 and make it our best year yet. What do you need to stop doing? And last question. Last question. Who do you need to become? Yes, who do you need to become to achieve these goals? Who do you need to become to live this way? Not to just go, I'm going to set a goal, and every time I look at the goal, it will just motivate me to do something or stop doing something or whatever that is, or what daily ritual I'm going to have. But who as a person do I have to become? Who as a person do you have to become? What changes do you need to make so that you live this way? It's not just when you're thinking about your goals, so you live this way consistently. So I wish for you all that you wish for in 2021. I thank you for giving yourself the gift of going through these questions. If this is your first time with me, I'm Nicki Vee from the 10-10 movement, assisting you in whatever way we can to go from struggle to success in any part of your life. If you've liked this video, please press the subscribe button and the notification bell. If you want to share something with me, put it in the comments below and we'll answer you as quickly as we can. And if this is something, if you've loved this, if you want help with this, there is a longer version of this. Now, it's an hour-long video, but there's a longer version of this that you might like to do as well as this short version that I've just given you now of how to set your goals for 2021 and how to make sure you achieve them. And so this is the long version up here. And if actually, again, it's your first time and you want to go, let me understand what all this 10-10 stuff's about and how can I take the 10-10 test to find out where I am in my life, then go to this video down here. And so I wish for you the very best in 2021.